When I teach students at my studio here in Nashville, I have all of them work on these single note riffs, these boogie woogie patterns. Not just beginning students, but folks that have been playing a little bit too, because it gives us the opportunity to talk about hand position, using good fingerings, playing eighth notes swung and straight, playing in different keys, moving around the neck a little bit, working on some right hand technique like some alternate picking. So it's just a really good way to tighten up your rhythm playing, or if you're beginning, to have a really solid starting place where you will be learning and playing riffs, licks that you've already heard a bunch of times in music, so they're in your head, so you have something that you can hear in your inner ear that you're kind of going for, because these are really common patterns. And the way this course works, I will demonstrate every riff, every boogie piece by myself to a click track, straight and swung. So I will give you tips, I'll talk about technique, all the things that I just mentioned. I'll play it, you can play it along with me at different tempos, and then what I do is I play a rhythm track, so you get to play along with me. You have some built-in accountability where we'll play it with swung eighth notes, we'll play it with straight eighth notes, and then we'll increase the tempo as we go. So we talk a little bit about music theory, not a whole lot. Start talking about 1-4-5 chords, 12-bar blues, form and structure, turnarounds, and with that you start to get some ear training, because we talk about moving between chords. This is really important because it is so common in so many styles of music. You hear these riffs in country, in blues, in rock, in soul, pop, R&B, and a really great example would be someone like Stevie Ray Vaughan. I mean, every guitar player today is influenced by Stevie Ray Vaughan for obvious reasons. He's a great lead player, his tone, his phrasing, he had really tremendous technique. But there's a lot of magic and a lot of insight in his rhythm playing. He was a fantastic rhythm guitarist, and what you start to pick up on in his rhythm playing, the way he moves between grouping things in twos or triplets, the way he uses eighth notes, the way the band grooves and drives, what he does with his rhythm playing, how he responds to the band, where he's placing the beat, his note selection, his timing and his phrasing, working licks in between these lines that we're going to learn. A lot of that information feeds and fuels his lead playing. You can see a direct connection to his rhythm playing. So if you want to get great at being a lead guitarist, really working on your rhythm playing is a huge payoff. If you look at players like John Mayer, Gary Clark Jr., Josh Smith, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, I mean, modern players that were greatly influenced by Stevie Ray Vaughan, all those guys I mentioned are really fantastic rhythm players, and that's pretty true across the board. If you want to be a really good lead player, you really want to work on your rhythm playing. Being able to finesse your rhythm playing in different situations is really important, because every rhythm section that you play with is going to be a little different, and being able to key in on what's going on there is really going to help your playing. So the way this is laid out is I present these riffs from beginning to end, give you these insights, provide the PDFs, you'll have the tab, and I provide a backing track while I'll play rhythm. We'll learn these things in different keys, move around the neck a little bit, and then just kind of start building on top of the previous one. So this is a really great companion course to the Absolute Beginner Guitar course, but it's a standalone course as well. So it doesn't matter if you're just beginning or if you've been playing a little bit. This is a great place to start paying more attention to what's going on in your rhythm playing, and that's going to pay dividends down the road. So let's get started.